Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Good morning, world. All right, world. It is 4:30 in the morning, getting a little later start than normal, but it's a Sunday today, and I have to go into work. So, I am going to just kind of run you through my typical morning routine. This is a follow-up to the evening routine. It'll all kind of make sense how it all flows together. But anyway, I'm gonna hop out of bed and go take Dashy out to go to the bathroom because he got to go potty. He got to go potty. Yeah. All right, so Dash and I are gonna go outside and go potty, but the very first thing I do after I throw my robe on in the morning is walk over to the coffee machine. First thing I do, press the button on. Coffee is already ready to go, so by the time I get him back in, I'll be ready for my first cup of coffee. It's ready to go potty. So look, it's another rainy day in Reading. Imagine that. All right, so one of the first things I'm gonna do is take this vegan B12 sublingual vitamin, and I just take a couple drops, 1 milliliter. I let it sit underneath my tongue. So I've got my probiotic. This is the Healthy Origins. I've talked to you guys before about this brand. It's got 8 strands and over 30 billion CFUs. It's soy-free, it's gluten-free. I like this one. I'll link this product below, along with the vegan sublingual B12 too. So I am going to go ahead and pour my first cup of coffee. Got my handy dandy little collagen packets that I like to add in my first cup of coffee in the morning. I try to keep my coffee to 2. Also, I have my Oura ring, and I read my readiness for today, and it says it's only a 71, which is not great. That means my activity, like intensity, needs to be pretty mild. I need my Rise and Slay mug. Back to the readiness ring. So I only got like 5 hours and 41 minutes of sleep, which is not great. Last night was a Sunday, or Saturday. Yesterday was a Saturday. So I had a little hard time winding down, and I don't normally work Sundays at the facility. But my mom and dad are coming in Thursday, and so I wanted to be able to take off Friday, Saturday, Sunday so that I could have some time with them. I haven't seen them since I left December 3rd, so I'm looking forward to having them come and visit and show them around. They're also going to be celebrating their anniversary and my mom's birthday, so we're going to have all kinds of fun stuff to celebrate. So anyway, don't normally work Sundays. Dash has a haircut also scheduled today, so I'm going to have to leave work, go drop him off so he can get his much needed grooming done. Already got half of this drink. First thing I did when I wake up was take that thyroid medication. That's essential. It needs at least 30 minutes in my system before I start putting other things in there. Otherwise, it'll compete with absorption. And here's to the first sip. Rise and slay, everyone. All right, so one of the things that I have started doing since I've come here to Reading is this morning ritual to help me undo a lot of the limiting beliefs that I inherited around my concepts that have to do with money and my abilities to be abundant in life. And when I talk about abundance, it's not just money, it's like everything, just feeling fulfilled and joyful. So anyway, I found this book called Crystal Muse, and in this incredible book, it's just got page after page of like the most amazing rituals. So one of the rituals in here is, it's called the Money Magnet Grid, and basically, you can see here, I have my little altar set up with all of the different stones that are specific to helping get rid of energy that is associated with money that is either positive or negative. So first thing I do is light my candle. And then, as you know by now, my enunciation sucks really bad. So when I read that part of this ritual was having to pronounce a very specific, I don't know what kind of word, it's Indian, Voodoo, I don't know, see what I'm talking about. Anyway, there's this specific word that I have to say 108 times, and it's praying to Ganesh, which is the Lord of Abundance. And so anyway, you have a mala. This is Tiger's Eye, which is specific for prosperity. And there's 108 beads on here to help keep track of how many times you say this mantra. Well, the purpose of doing it 108 times is to create repetition and help retrain the neural pathways in our brain. So being that I can't pronounce words very well, it was very intimidating to start this ritual. I tried, and I just could not get myself to a point where I was confident and felt like, okay, I can do this. So to break that barrier, I was able to locate a YouTube video where it has music and they enunciate the word 108 times so I can follow along and use my mala to keep me on track. So let's get to it. Om Gam Ganapataye Namah. Om Gam Ganapataye Namah. Om Gam Ganapataye Namah. Om Gam Ganapataye Namah. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so it takes me about 8 minutes to get through this little ritual in the morning. And I just want to mention that since I have started doing this, this is a 40-day long exercise. And since I have started doing this, I literally have been gifted some form of prosperity every single day since I have started doing this, whether it's been winning a contest, which I never win contests, or getting a new client, or someone purchasing one of my programs, or group coaching, tax refund, something. Literally, I have had some form of prosperity enter my life since I have started making efforts at this ritual. And I think it also helps us look a little bit differently at the way we define prosperity and abundance in our life, and help us identify where there's a lot of things that we take for granted or don't take the time to recognize how they are enhancing our life in some manner that helps us achieve joy and happiness. So anyway, I'm really enjoying this little ritual. I've got about 20 something more days left. The goal is to try and do it about the same time every day. It doesn't have to be at the exact same time, but you definitely have to do it every day. If you miss a day, then you have to start back over at day one. So next, we're going to move along to the stretching and mind framing, where I typically do some stretching with listening to positive affirmations. So let's move to that. The thing I like to do is use my diffuser. And so I have this Awake that I like to diffuse in the morning, and it's an essential blend. It's got cinnamon and some lemon and eucalyptus and I think something else. So anyway, I keep this water bottle over here so that I can just pour it directly into there, and then I'll get that going while I do my stretching to kind of just help stimulate the senses.
Strength and exhale fear. I am learning that it is safe for me to heal and grow.
Okay, now it's time to get ready for work. I can smell the essential oils in the room, and it's like just woo, lighting up my senses, and I am ready to go. Time to start drinking that coffee and getting ready for work. All right, so I am dressed and ready to go. So normally I would do my typical protein shake, which I will show you. I already have everything ready to go. The spinach, the protein powder, ground flaxseed, strawberries, everything is in here ready to go. So all I have to do is throw it into the Vitamix and be heading out the door. However, I'm not gonna do that today. And instead, we are going to give this product a try. It's called, this is Rich Mocha. It's by Complete Start. It's a gluten-free, plant-based protein powder. And I did one yesterday, and surprisingly, it kept me really full. So there are this one has 11 grams of fiber, 20 grams of protein. And I was a little bit concerned that maybe the fiber was gonna make me gassy or feel bloated or have some sort of GI distress, and surprisingly, it did not. The reason I'm choosing this Rich Mocha today is because it has 115 milligrams of coffee. Or caffeine, my bad, caffeine, which is coming from green coffee. All right, so powder in here. I'm gonna throw the little ball in there and some unsweetened vanilla almond milk, about 12 ounces. Need enough room to shake it. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake my booty. Shake my booty. That white girl booty. All right, so I am gonna put together the lunchbox. So as you guys saw in my evening routine video, I prep my lunch stuff so that it takes me no time to throw lunch together in the morning and be able to get out the door. So today, I've got my apples and peanut butter already cut up. I've got 3 hard-boiled eggs. I'm going to do this omega-3 mix of nuts. I'm gonna throw some carrots into a baggie with some guacamole. This is one of those 100-calorie packs of guacamole. I've got an apple cinnamon rice cake with another thing of peanut butter and a knife. And then my half a grapefruit. So that's it. That's the extent of making lunch today. So I am done, and I am going to grab Dash. And we are going to drink our protein shake as we are on our way to work. So anyway, I just want to tell everyone, thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope that this morning routine kind of give you some ideas on how you can swap things out so that you can free up a little more time to focus more on that restorative rest and restorative component, being able to have the time to do the stretching and the meditation this morning with the money ritual. It just really feels good to help get my head and mindset in a place. Doing the positive affirmation, I will continue to listen to that on my drive to work. By the time I get there, I will feel like no matter what the world throws at me today, I can handle it. All right, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really appreciate you getting your morning or evening part of, being part of my life. I appreciate it, you guys, you rock. And I hope everyone has a blessed day, and I will link all of the products that I have mentioned below. If you haven't already, please make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, Nutrition Vixen. Feel free to share it with your friends. Maybe they can use some of these tips, and send me your comments. Let me know how I'm doing. I know I suck at enunciation, so whatever. But I'm finding solutions for those things, guys. So anyway, thanks again. I hope everyone has a blessed day, and till next time. Audio Jungle.